we go. I'm going to ask for whole body listening. I'm going to share my screen. Thank you, boys and girls at home. I hope my class here can remember how to use their pause behavior. Thank you. All right, so yesterday we learned all about square numbers, and I was really impressed with a lot of your exit tickets. So what I want to do first is, I believe it was Gavin, I want to share some of our exit tickets, and some of you need to hear this because you were a little confused on what a square number was. So I am going to have a few people share what they wrote yesterday. Gavin, do I have permission to share yours? Yes, no, maybe? Is Gavin here? Well, I'm going to do it then. The question yesterday for our exit ticket was, give an example of a square number and explain why it is a square number. Do you guys remember that? Yeah. Thumbs up. That's what we talked about yesterday. And then I saw some really good ones. And I have a list of who I wanted to share, because that's what I did last night. Oh, no, it's Henry. Henry, can you read yours for us? Let me go to you, see if I can get this out of the way. Is he here?
I'm still working on that. I'm sorry.
Are you here, Henry?
Yes, I am.
Henry, will you read what you wrote yesterday for your explanation? It was amazing.
6 times 6 equals 36.
That was your example, right? 36 was the square number. And can you read? You even created an array that showed that it was a square. And can you tell us what else you did?
In 6 times 6, the factors are the length and width in the area of the square. So the factors are the same in a square. Squares on top and sides are all the same number.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Henry. I'm so proud of you. There were so many people that did a great job on this. And Lila, where are you? Okay. All right, I'm going to ask a couple other kiddos to share. I want to mention too, at home, Clara, Leo, Katie, and Reese. I did not get an exit ticket for you. The problem with that is, on your report card, I'm not going to have anything for a grade, right? I have to see proof that you can do it, that you can explain your thinking. So after today, I mean, you'll have heard examples, but I'm going to give you another chance to do it, okay? That's part of your grade. So I need Clara, Leo, Katie, and Reese to do exit ticket 7 from yesterday. These people I'm going to ask to share. Can I see Lennox? Lennox. And I'm going to let you read. And will you read it too right here? So Lennox did an amazing job. You're awesome. Thank you. Lennox did an amazing job explaining what a square number is. If I gave you your exit ticket back, I need you to correct it. So you're gonna know as you listen, right? That's what we're doing. So listen to what they wrote. Go ahead. And you can just hold it. Just hold it. This way.
3
And then we're going to write it up here.
3 equals 9. Square numbers is
Number is just
square numbers is just the number multiplied by itself.
Thank you, darling. Good.
For his first exit ticket
That
ever.
was amazing. So if you didn't hear Lennox, he gave the example of 9 as a square number. He drew the array that showed it was a square. And then he said a square number is just the number multiplied by itself. If you got a 2, then you must have not said anything about the number being multiplied by itself. Or you said something wrong to the effect. If you still don't know, listen to a couple others. Charlie Carr, would you come read yours? Charlie, you did a great job on exit ticket 7.
49 is a square number because if you multiply by 7 and multiply the same number again, it is a square number.
Excellent. Another example. You're multiplying by itself to get a square number, and it creates a square if you do an array. I also wanted Suriname. Would you have yours?
The answer 16 is square number is a square.
And look, you drew the array. Example. You can correct yours. And then one last one, Sawyer. Would you come read yours? I thought yours was well put as well. If you did not get one, you got a 3 on yours. And I don't have time for every there. So actually,
2 of the same numbers.
for example,
The square root of 5 inches on the same side. A equals length times width. 5 times 5 equals 25.
yeah? So it wasn't really that complicated. You just had to really say, when you're multiplying 2 numbers that are the same, your product or your answer is going to be a square number. Okay, I wanted just to take a little time to go over that because I actually graded them and I was proud, got that done and got to look at them. And I'm really proud of Henry. That was really intense to do all that on a Google Doc, Henry. So nice.
Good use of his tools.
Yes, I was really impressed. Okay. All right, so let's go back to slides and get started with today's learning target. We're not going to forget about square numbers because we're going to see them in real life word problems, right? We're going to see them in our math problems. But today is a review. We're not going to learn anything brand new. I have to tell you, though, it's our last day. Listen to this. Our last day of only solving word problems with 2 operations. Abby, what did I just say? Evie or Ellie? What did I just say? What 2 operations do you think I'm talking about? What do you think, Finn? Multiplication and division. On Monday, we're going to be looking at 4 operations. What are the other 2 operations we left behind in 2nd grade? We haven't talked about much. Addition and subtraction. So now, after today, we're going to be thinking about 4 operations. So we should enjoy today, yes? Yes. Our learning target. We are going to practice with 6s, 7s, and 8s. So here's your clue. Thank you. Your clue is all the problems we're going to solve today are going to have 6s or 7s or 8s. Another clue I just gave you. They're going to be either what? We got this. Easy peasy. I see a lot of pencils from my class. If you guys could give me whole body listening. Sawyer, when you're drawing, I'm worried you're thinking about your drawing. I know, I worry a lot. So I just want you, can you for me? So I know I'm doing my job and you're getting this. So today we're really just focusing on those 6s, 7s, and 8s because they're tricky, right? A lot of them are tricky. That's why we have all these 6 and 8 went on a date, didn't come back till they're 48. I ate and I ate till I was sick on the floor. 8 times 8 is 64. So we're going to work on that so we can solve problems that involve them. We're going to practice these real quick, and then we're going to write equations and solve word problems with 6s, 7s, and 8s. I hope you were listening. It's going to make your work a lot easier. All right, so let's just review and not listen to Mrs. Aubin, but listen to the rapper. These are your 6s.
Talk and learn.
All right. Guess what's next? 7s.
Talk and learn.
Because we always run out of time to do these. I put them in the beginning. All right. And last but not least,
Talk and learn.
6s, 7s, and 8s. That's what we're working on today. They know that one. Singing in the shower is not a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. We are going to, all right, let's see. Did I put an extra slide in there? Here's what I want you to remember. Today we are problem solving with 6s, 7s, and 8s, looking at multiplication and division. Here's what we've been talking about since August. I have said, if you do this, you're gonna be such a better mathematician. When you read carefully. You have to visualize it. I know Mrs. Harrison and I have gone to so many workshops and trainings where they have shown children taking numbers out of word problems and just sticking them together, not even thinking about what the answer is. And I should get that video and show it. I'll see if I can find it, because it is amazing how many kids, even in the upper grades, don't think about what they're reading. They don't visualize, they don't retell it, they don't look for clues. They just see the numbers 2 and 5 and add them or multiply them and say, oh, the answer's 10, even if it makes no sense, even if it makes no sense at all. So that ever since I've gone to those trainings, I have thought about these skills and what we need to do when we solve problems. Read carefully, visualize. I've shown you pictures on Google Images, right, to help you visualize what the word problems are saying. Retell it, say it again in your own words. Okay, Mrs. Oven has 20 pumpkins. All right, I can see her with those pumpkins. She is dividing them up into groups of 4. I can see her doing that. How many pumpkins are in each group? Right, then you got to say it again. Okay, Mrs. Oven, she's got 20 pumpkins. She's putting them into groups, 4 groups. She's got 4 areas, and how many are going to be in each? Sawyer, so then you got to look for clues. Am I multiplying? Am I dividing? Do I know the total? Or do I have to find the total? I already know how many pumpkins she has. How many pumpkins does she have? I have 20 pumpkins. I already know the total, and I heard a word in that problem. It said 2. She was dividing. So those are your clues. Then you can draw a picture. You can do your circles and dots. You can do tally marks. You can do a equal shares drawing. You can use an array, any of those things. You got to find the unknown. But the most important, guys, is this one, that if those kids on the video that I wish I would have thought of to share, if you reflect and put the answer back in, you will know whether you're right or wrong. So Madison, can you not do that, please? Think about it. If I multiplied, if I said Mrs. Oven has 20 pumpkins, she's putting them in 4 groups, and I multiplied 20 times 4 and got 80. And then I said, well, Mrs. Oven put 80 pumpkins in each group. What should your brain do? She doesn't have what? She doesn't even have 80 pumpkins. She only has 20. So there's no way that answer would work. So if you do that, but it's funny how many kids will stick by their answer. Well, yeah, because I already know 20 times 4 is 80. That's right. But they're not thinking about the question and the situation. All right. So here's what, since we've been talking about that, here's what I want you to do. You're going to stand up, but don't do it yet. If your strength is reading carefully, but here are all your choices. What do you do well when you are solving word problems? Are you really good at reading it carefully? Are you really good at visualizing? Do you always look for clues? Or is drawing a picture or a model your strength? Finding the answer, are you good at that? Like you can figure it out pretty quick. Or are you really good at reflecting? That's always my weakness. I hate saying weakness. Maybe it's my goal. Is that a better word? It's my goal, what I'm working on. All right, so here's what you're going to do. You can do it at home too. If your strength, and you can, how about we pick, if you have more than one, why don't we pick 2? If you can pick at least 2 that you're really good at, 2 or 3, no more than 3. If you're really good at reading carefully, stand up. That's something you always do when you're solving word problems. Be honest, right? Be honest with yourself. If reading is hard for you, then that might not be something that is your strength. That might be something that's a goal you're still working on. All right, sit down. Haley, were you standing for that one, Mrs. Calendar? Miss Calendar, you're not married yet. No? Okay, it's so hard for me to tell. All right, visualizing. If you can picture the problem, the situation in your mind when you're reading it, that's one of your strengths. Stand up. Okay, Sunny's good at that. Bird, Max, August, Lennox, you visualize it. I'm a visual thinker too. I like to see it, but it's hard when you don't have a picture, right? You got to do it yourself. Just like when you're reading. Do I have anybody standing at Lila, Katie are good at visualizing?
Numbers.
Okay, thank you for being honest. Number 3, if you're really good at looking for clues, seeing if you know the total already, or if you're finding the total, if you're putting things into equal groups or you have equal groups, who's really good at looking for clues? These are my detectives. Okay, quite a few. I see you, Josh. I see you, Abby and Lyric and Lucas. Oh, not yours. Okay, that's okay. Oh, Jensen, Reese, thank you for standing. Ben, yep, that's an important one. You're lucky that's your strength. Okay, sit down. Now, if your strength is drawing a picture or model of the problem, stand up. If you're really good at drawing those pictures, whether they're circles and dots, arrays, equal shares drawing. Okay, that looks like something we need to work on. I, as a math teacher of many years, would agree with what I see. It seems like kids don't want to take the time to draw the picture. Like, I can just figure this out. I don't need to draw a picture. Would you agree, Mrs. Harrison?
Yeah.
But,
Where they find
okay,
where
thank
their
you.
mistake is made, though.
But that is a great strategy, guys. So if you're not standing, maybe that's going to be your goal. Whoopsie. All right, let's go back. Stand up if you are good at finding that answer. Once you know, you can do the multiplication or division really quick. Like solving, meaning if it's, you know, you're doing 9 times 7, you can figure that out pretty quick. Not tough. Katie, I see you. Jensen, I see you. I would agree with that. Leo, Astria, and Haley Calendar. I would agree with that, Astria. Good job, Leo. Okay, a lot of people are getting, that makes me feel good. You're getting comfortable with your facts. All right, now be honest. Stand up if this is your strength. Putting the answer back into the problem. Does your answer make sense? Are you reflecting? I bow to you because that's the hardest one. Okay. Do you think so? Okay, I'll let you do it. That one's a toughie. I know I'm still working on that one. That makes me very proud. Okay, so now here's the opposite. We're going to do a little faster because of time. Instead of, and I don't think, let me see. No, all right. Instead of your strength, now, which one is your goal? What do you think you should work on today? And let's just pick one that you really feel strongly about after our discussion. Which one are you going to work on today? You ready? Stand up if you're going to work on reading carefully. Okay? Stand up if you're going to work on visualizing your problem, picturing it in your mind. Thank you. Stand up if you're going to look for clues in the text. Look for, do I know the total? If I do, I'm dividing. Do I not know the total? I got to multiply. I'm looking for a total. Thank you. Stand up if you're going to work on drawing a picture or a model. Yeah, there's a lot of you that could have that one because a lot of us did not stand for that as our strength. Okay, stand up if you're going to work on finding the answer. Once you know that equation, finding the unknown, using your nines trick, using your chance, using all the tricks we've taught you. Okay, most people felt good about that, I see. And last but not least, if you're going to really work on reflecting today, make that your goal today. What are you going to work on? Reflecting, does that answer make sense? Okay, all right, thank you. Just wanted to really be thinking about these strategies. You are going to turn to page 117 in your workbook. If everybody could get to page 117, Finn and Max. Finn and Max, you guys need me, or can you turn to page 117? Let's see who's going to be ready first, the people at their desks or the people on the floor. Oh, wow. I think it's going to be a tie. Or the people at home. Thank you, Mrs. Harrison. 117. Thumbs are up. Oh, I got thumbs up everywhere. Just waiting on Finn. Do you need a workbook, sweetie? Do you have yours? 117? Hey, Finn, where's your workbook, bud?
I think Clara and Ben are the winners at home.
Clara and Ben, you are the winners at home getting it up. All right. So we're going to practice those strategies together. Then you're going to do some with a partner. So first, since you did such a good job, we're ready to roll. Terry counted 32 legs in the lion house at the zoo. How many lions were there? So we've seen this one on Think Central. This one can be tricky because they're giving us the legs first. I could quickly remind you, if you can't, hold on, I'm going to want that. Of your important information. You guys have been to the zoo before. Think about that one, I always go back to this. When we had that one assignment when you were remote that had all the legs of the dinosaurs, and you couldn't see the tops of them, picture that. You're just looking at the legs. There's 32 legs at the zoo. What do we need to know about lions and legs? I'm thinking about my dogs. I'm thinking about horses. Thinking about elephants. What do we know about their legs? Four legs. They have 4 legs. That's kind of hidden information, isn't it? It's like they're trying to trick us. But they can't trick us because we've seen lions. We know that they have 4 legs. So I really don't want to draw 32 legs. I really don't want to. What can I do instead? Serene, what are you thinking?
Maybe you could just like draw circles and then put 4 dots on the side.
Okay, I could. Could I do an equal shares drawing? Okay, I'm gonna do an equal shares drawing. I know I have 32. I know that each lion has how many legs, Gabe? So do this with me. Do this with me, boys and girls. I know each lion has 4 legs. So here's one lion is 4. How many 4s am I gonna draw? Well, I don't know. What do I do to find out, Ellie? What am I gonna do to find out? 4. I'm counting by what? So I'm counting by 4s. Here we go. 4, 8, until I get to what? 32. It's going to take a while. You guys got to help me. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh boy. 17, 18, 19, 20. Am I there yet? 21, 22, 23, 24. You're doing this with me. 25, 26, 27, 28. Can I stop?
No.
I have to get to 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, I did it, but how do I get my answer? What do you think of Haley Hoover?
You can count all the circles.
I have to see how many 4s. Those all represent my
Legs.
lions. Each one is a lion. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I drew a picture. Now I need to find the answer. We kind of did that, but what is my equation? Was I multiplying or was I dividing?
Dividing.
Josh, what was I doing, bud? Why? How do you know? Because I already know how many legs there are, right? I have the total. I'm dividing them into groups of 4 for 4 legs per lion, and I need to know how many lions there are. So, Henrik, what is my answer? 8 what? It's always the word, your unit comes right after many. Okay, let's reflect. Terry counted 32 legs in the lion house at the zoo. There were 8 lions in the lion house. Does it make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. If I would have added or multiplied or subtracted, I wouldn't have gotten an answer that made sense. Okay, we're going to do a couple more. I'm so worried it's going to change that I'm white. All right, number 2. We're going to read carefully. Kyle saw 9 ladybugs while he was camping. Oh, we're Coloradans. We camp, right? Most of you, even if we just camp in our backyard. Kyle saw 9 ladybugs. We can picture this. While he was camping, each one had 6 legs because it's an insect. How many legs did the 9 ladybugs have in all? Ooh, I'm looking for clues right now. Lyric, she is anxious to share her thinking. Okay, so you've already jumped to solving it because you are getting it. You've done some things you don't even know you've done. She's ready. She has moved so she wants to multiply because she's telling me to do the 9 strip. How did you know that we would be multiplying, Larry? But what if those numbers weren't there? And that's what we're going to do next week. I'm taking all the numbers out. You're going to have to figure out what to do. Yeah. Because the 9 and the 6 don't tell. Those aren't clues. What are you? How do you know? Okay, make sure you use your phone. You want to add on? Okay, so Lyric knows what to do. August kind of knows why. He's saying it says in all. We don't know the total. We know there's 9 ladybugs and we know they have 6 legs. I want to know how many legs they're all together. So we're not dividing it up, we're multiplying. So 9 times 6. And if you wanted to draw a picture, you could draw your 9 ladybugs with 6 legs on each, right? Go ahead and find your answer.
I have 2 in the first page.
Look at my crazy model. You can do that. And then you would see, oh my gosh, okay, that's a lot of 6s. 6 and 6 and 6 and 6. A lot of legs to count. It's equal groups, right? Or you could do what Lyric said, do the 9s trick. What finger do I put down, Lyric? Put down your 6th finger. How many 10s? How many 1s? 54. And what are we talking about? Let's see if it makes sense. Kyle saw 9 ladybugs while he was camping. Each one had 6 legs. There were 54 legs in all.
Yep. So
Yep.
a lot of our friends just looked in that question and saw ladybugs and put ladybugs in their label. So make sure
Okay.
you find the right word in there, my friends.
So Mrs. Harrison said that a lot of people got the wrong unit, the name, because they just thought it was ladybug. And you know what that tells me? We're not visualizing it. We're not thinking about it. We're not reading carefully.
And we're not reflecting. Because if we say 54 ladybugs,
We only have 9 ladybugs. We're not reflecting. So, can I help you with that? Sue, you're always going to find the unit after it says how many. How many legs? All right. Let's do another together. And remember, we're doing our 6s, 7s, and 8s. Have you noticed that? So far. Number 3, Adam walks 3 miles a day. Finn, you ready? Yeah. Hey, buddy, can you let us do this? Thank you. Adam walks 3 miles a day. How many miles does he walk in a week? Hidden information. What's the hidden information? They're trying to trick us. Hey, when they do that, Sonny. In a week. Well, what number is a week? It is 7 days is in a week. And a lot of people have asked me, does it mean a school week? It's a regular week. Sunday through Saturday, all the days of the week. So now we can visualize this. Adam walks 3 miles a day. How many miles does he walk in a week? For all 7 days. He's doing it on Sunday, 3 miles. Monday, 3 miles. Tuesday, 3 miles. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 7 times, right? 3. What are you going to do?
Multiply.
Marin, what are you thinking? Okay, go, am I multiplying or dividing? We know we're doing one of the two. Why? We don't know the total. We want to know how many in the whole week, right? All of them. So we're going to do 3 times 7. And then you said your strategy was? She's going to count by 3 7 times. Is anyone going to do something different? Sunny, what are you thinking? She's going to count by 7 3 times. What are you going to do? She's going to draw a picture to help her. Okay, go for it. Figure it out. What is the answer? Make sure you get the unit correct.
and you have a couple friends with an answer that helps when you're ready.
Yep, let's take that and all.
Mrs. Alvin,
Yes, Robert.
I'm done with all of them.
Hey, can you unmute and tell us what your answer is for number 3?
The answer for number 3 was 21
Okay, what's your unit?
miles.
Okay, Robert, can you recorrect and see if that makes sense? Can you read it and put that answer back in and see if it makes sense?
Admin walks 3 miles a day. How many miles does he walk in a week?
He walks 21 miles in a week. Is that possible? Does it make sense? Yes. You agree with Robert? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Good job. Now, I think we are getting the idea. I am going to let you guys, so I know some of you went ahead at home. The good news is we have another page. So what you're gonna do, you can work with a partner. We'll put you in a breakout room, and you guys are gonna finish as many as you can until I say we are done. We have quite a bit of time. So Mrs. Harrison, do you think triads or do you think partners? I have 2 to 3 depending on Okay, so that works. So when you're gonna work on pages 117 and 118, solving these word problems. Remember, it's either multiplication or division. You're working on your 6s, 7s, and 8s as a review. Any questions before you're put into your breakout room? Anybody have a question before we go? Okay, you guys can join your breakout room. If you are home,
It's to do 2.10, like a 100%. No, you don't have to check
How are we doing?
Good. We're on number 11. Hi again.
Hi guys, welcome back. I already did. Okay, whoopsie, we're gonna go back. I did. Okay guys, you can go back to your seats. We're gonna quickly check our work and then we're gonna have to wrap things up. Time is flying. The goal was not to finish every problem, so don't be upset if you did not. Haley, come over here, please. The goal was to practice the problem-solving strategies with our 6s, 7s, and 8s. And I am so impressed. First of all, I saw people working hard in the breakout room. I want to give a shout out to Haley and Astria. They were working so hard when I popped in. And then Evie worked so nicely over here with Lyric. They were like helping each other and they were in different places and they really worked through it. You need to speak up. That's, yeah, gonna be bothersome. So let me quickly go through these. Just check your work because a lot of you were done with these before we even got into our breakout room. So I'm going to quickly just show you the answers. I don't have time to go over why, but see how you did. Nancy saw Grover eat 6 cups of food a day. In 8 days, how many cups of food does Grover eat? We were looking for a total, so you should have got 6 times 8. 6 and 8 went on a date. They didn't come back till they were 48 cups. The school library has 72 books on the topic of weather. If 8 students shared, keyword, the books equally, how many books would each student receive? We already know the total. We're dividing them. That word shared, those words shared equally. How do we know that? They're clues. 72 divided by 8, you should have gotten 9 books. The 42 trumpet players in the marching band lined up in 6 equal rows. How many trumpet players were in each row? 42 divided by 6 equals 7 trumpet players.
That's how many were in each row. Give me a thumbs up if you've gotten most of those right. Give me a double thumbs up if you got them all right. How can we do at home? Don't see many thumbs. That's okay. Next page, 118. Susan is having a party. She has 18 cups. She puts them in 6 equal stacks. Again, she puts them. She has 18. The total, we are dividing. How many cups are in each stack? 18 divided by 6, you should have gotten 3 cups. Regina made an array with 7 rows of 9 blocks. How many blocks are in the array? I need to know how many blocks. I don't know my total. 7 times 9 equals 63 blocks. Mr. Rodriguez plans to invite 40 students to a picnic. The invitations come in packs of 8. How many packs of invitations does Mr. Rodriguez need to buy? I know how many students there are. I have 40. They come in a pack of 8. How many 8s are in 40? So I know how many to buy. 5 invitations. And then last but not least, a classroom has 7 rows of 4 desks. How many desks are there in the classroom? Again, trying to find a total, don't know it. 7 times 4, 28 desks. All right, that was very fast, but that was just a check of your work. Show me with the thermometer how you did with our learning target today and our success criteria of practicing our 6, 7s, and 8s and solving word problems. How did we do? Good, double thumbs up. No exit ticket today. Great job, you guys. You did such a good job. I'm so proud of you. Ben, I see you have a thumb down. Do you want to talk about it?
I had a problem on number 6 on 117 page 117.
Hi, class. I need voices off so I can hear Ben. Can we be respectful, Elena? I know it's hard to remember. They're part of our class too. Go ahead, Ben. One more time.
I had trouble on 117, and I had trouble on number 6.
On number 6. Okay, but how'd you do on the others? Did you do okay?
Yeah, I did okay. My partner Henry helped me.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know why your thumb was down. All right, guys. Jensen, you're a good job, Robert. Jensen, did you want to talk about it? Oh, your thumbs are up. Okay. All right, guys. We will see you for Halloween tomorrow. Don't forget to bring a stuffed animal. You'll need a stuffed animal, some toilet paper, construction paper, and wear your costume. We'll see you for the party at 9:45.